Boy, is Lefty Gunplay hated.
I rep the West to the death, but my life is better. I've shed blood, shed tears, man, I stormed bad weather. I caught an L at 19, that's a cold-ass letter. But now I'm back in the world and trying to make it better forever. They counted me out at a young age, but now I'm living proof. I'm in this booth, I'm spitting truth, you see me on the tube. The Dub Show, homies bounce and roll. The Dub Show.
What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So Lefty Gunplay, I don't know what it is about this guy. He's a very polarizing figure. The ladies love him, it seems, right? And it seems a huge majority of men can't stand him. Why they're so invested in a stranger, I don't know. You know, if you don't like his music, you don't listen to his music. But I see in the comments, like, so-called men are investing way too much time in a stranger. I'll say that again. Here's the latest, the most recent. Lefty Gunplay released a portion of a song on IG. I don't know if he released it on YouTube, the full song yet. I don't know. In the song, he says that when he was in Corcoran's shoe, his neighbor was Charles Manson. A lot of people are using that to say Lefty Gunplay was admitting to being in protective custody by saying that, right? Because everybody knows Charles Manson was housed in the PHU, the protective housing unit in Corcoran's shoe, right? And so some people got at me quick and they sent me the snippet of that song and they were like, hey, look at what he's saying, this and this and that, you know. And so here I am. No dog in the fight, keeping it real. I don't know Lefty. I don't have, you know, I will say this. Every time I do a Lefty video, it actually does good numbers. So when people, that for me is a gauge. I could do a video on a certain other rapper. There's actually two of them that I've done videos on, and they don't go anywhere, right? Mexican rappers. And every time Lefty's on my thumbnail and it goes. To me, that's a gauge of people's popularity. If people want to engage with those artists right now. Again, I have no dog in the fight. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. So let me break it down to you. Let me break it down for you. A little bit easier, a little bit better. I don't know if Lefty's been asked about it. I doubt it. So I doubt if the clarification has been made. Okay. Lefty Gunplay did a video a while back and he talked about all the prisons that he's been to. Some of the prisons he's been to, I've been to. When he talked about being in Corcoran's shoe, he was in the exact same building that I was in. That building is 4A to right. So this is why I feel like, okay, I could speak on this. I know what time it is. So where 4A to right is, directly next to it or across from it is 4A 4 right. The PHU is in 4A 4 right. Lefty was in the building directly next door. So when he says Charles Manson was my neighbor, he's not talking about his cells next to his. He's talking about he's in the building next door. As simple as that, right? But this is how people will take the smallest things and turn them into the worst things. Like, let me paint a person in the most ugly light because the masses don't know how the prison is set up. So the people that hate Lefty, I will say this though. There's only a couple people that got at me about this and said, hey, look at what Lefty said. Man, he's saying this. That's a bad look, this and this and that. The vast majority of people don't even know where 4A and 4 right and 2A. They don't know where that stuff's at. They have no idea. And now with the shoe shut down period, I think they're going to open back up. I think the CDC is going to work something. But with them being shut down, all of these guys who, want to make it seem like, they were about that life and they were going to the shoe, this and this and that, they didn't catch that. Especially Lefty's hip hop nemesis. My advice to Lefty, keep doing what you're doing. Because everything you're doing is getting the right people on your side and the right people to hate you. I see that right now. Apparently there's a beef with OTR. OTR Records has a beef with a couple people. Is it a real beef? No. It's other people trying to come up off of the momentum that OTR has. I'm going to keep it real. I'd never heard of OTR till Lefty came out. And that's not a diss to them. I'm sure other people may have heard of them. But Lefty he's good for business for them in certain ways. He has OTR blasted across his head. But in other ways, like getting in a car wreck and getting busted for certain things, that's good and bad for the label. But I don't want to make this a long video. Lefty, whatever the fuck you're doing, you're getting the attention that's necessary to keep your name buzzing. I just hope that I hope you tighten up. That's all I'm going to say. And hopefully this clarified for the haters, the ones that want to, pin Lefty in, certain places. He was in 2A, 2 right. Period. 4A, 4 right is right next door, right across the way. Was Manson even alive when Lefty went? That's something that people could look into. Was Charles Manson even alive when Lefty was housed in 2A, 2 right? It's another video. I won't be doing it. But that would be an interesting thing to look into, right? Josh, homie hangout, check into that. Because he knows where he was housed at what time. And then it could be easy. Matter of fact, I might just reach out to Josh. Just, for shits and giggles, eh? But that's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.